I'm gonna be real, it's a little bit weird to start this episode off in this area and not hear the Animal Village theme. Not that I'm complaining because I like Marin singing, but it's just a little bit strange. Anyway, hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. There's my song. In the last episode, we went around the world to take care of some trading, some extra things. We took a ghost back to his cemetery and brought him home for some nostalgia, all that good stuff. But in this episode, we're going to be continuing to get some extra helpful things because there are some things left that our swimming has opened up to us. So first things first. We want to come down here all the way to this swimming point. And if we come around this corner, there's a gap in this barrier. Head underneath the bridge, and we're greeted by a fisherman. Hello, sir. What's up? What you doing? Whoa, what is that you have in your hand? It's not a fishing hook, is it? You had better let me have it. I'll give you my next catch if you let me have it. Ooh, that's some stranger danger vibes, my dude. No. You should be more kind to me. I thought we were buddies. I literally don't know you. We are strangers. But this is a part of the trading sequence, so of course we're going to hand him a fishing hook. Also, I like to imagine that he's actually fishing with no hook at all. It's just a string. He must not be a very good fisherman. Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. There you go, my good sir. Go for it. My, that's a big one! Whoop! We got a I almost said we got a fishing hook. No, we got a necklace from that fishing hook. Lucky. I would like to know what runs through his mind as he's like, yeah, I'll give you my next catch. And then he fishes up literally like probably a very expensive necklace. I can't wait to see what I'll catch next. It'll probably be garbage. Anyway, before we move on from here, I do want to mention that this is another photography spot. So the way that this would work is that after you give the fisherman the hook, you could approach him again to basically, like, you know, check in, be like, yo, what's up? And he will say something along the lines of, I wonder what I'll catch again. And in the process of trying to catch another fish, he will instead catch the photography mouse. It's very silly. It's very, very silly. And in the process of pulling him up, he will fall off the boat and probably drown. Who knows? You know, it sucks to be him. But this one's a really funny one. I like this interaction. I'm a little sad that he doesn't fall off the boat in this version of the game. At least, like, he doesn't even take a tumble. Maybe that's just the vindictive part of me that's like, you tried to steal my hook, how dare you, I hope you fall in the water, etc. But yeah, that's a pretty neat photo cutscene. And the title of that photo is Be More Careful Next Time. I couldn't have said it better myself. Anyway, we're done with that for now. We want to sneak past the Zora and play this song. I'm so glad we have this. I'm so glad that we have that Ocarina song now. Well, the next place that we want to go to is Martha's Bay. We were just in this area in the last episode, but this time we want to hang right here. Oh my god. Haha! My first Sora kill! Alright. Head up. Tackle that bush, and we get a secret seashell for our trouble. Hop in the water again. Go this way, and now if we go further to the right, there's that stairway, correct? What we want to do is get a running start. Chop that. It doesn't matter if you take a little bit of damage. There we go. And now we can access this this basement. Okay, yes. If you look in the water closely, you can see that there is a heart piece underwater. Dive down, and that treasure is ours. You got 4 pieces of heart. Your maximum number of hearts increased. Awesome, so that puts us at 12 now. We're never gonna die. We're invincible. Not really, but I feel invincible with that many hearts. From here, we just head across the way. And does this look familiar? It probably should. Equip some magic powder and light this ablaze for a visitor.
Hey, kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Okay, I'll let you carry more bombs.
So obviously you can like say no, just like the last time. You can either have arrows, bombs, and that's it. Because we got the magic powder upgrade last time. I do think we will go for bombs instead of arrows. That feels a little bit more useful.
You deserve it. Now look at all that junk you have to carry. Ha! Take care. See you again.
How considerate of him to tell us to take care. Take care, stay safe. Hehehe. Now that we've covered that, it's time to go over something that's pretty interesting. So we want to hop over here and find a way to get into the water in this area. This should do. Hop into the water and swim around on the northern end. And eventually, yup, there she is. We have a mermaid in the water. Hello. Oh, that's it. That's my necklace. Give it. Give it back. I will give you a scale, as I said. You didn't say anything. You are heartless and cruel. I'm not really heartless and cruel. I just want to see what you'd say. But yes, we can give it back to her. Pluck. Promise, you only take 1. Ta-da! Something about that feels real lewd. You returned the necklace and got a scale of the mermaid's tail. How will you use this? So, speaking of lewd, this is the mermaid in Link's Awakening is an interesting character. So, in the original version of this game, in the Japanese, French, and German localizations specifically, you find her bikini top instead of a necklace. So, she's in the water, hiding underneath of, the surface, being like, please find my bikini top. And the fisherman, fished it up. Yep. So you come over here, you give her her bikini top, and she's like, oh, please give it back to me. You say no, and yeah, she says, you're heartless and cruel, but it takes a whole different tone when you know that it's supposed to be her bikini top. Goodness gracious. And if you go near her and dive below the surface, she swims away, screaming and saying, pervert, pervert. That's what happens in the Japanese, French, and German versions of the original Link's Awakening. Obviously, it's been changed since then. She now just, wants her necklace back, which is much more appropriate. But something else that's kind of interesting about her as well, she doesn't really have a name, right? Well, this area is called Martha's Bay. And I guess this is kind of arguable of whether or not this is actually canon, but in the official guide for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, yeah, we're bringing Breath of the Wild into this. In that book, on page 351, it references Martha's Landing in that game, and in the description, it says, Martha is a mermaid encountered in Link's Awakening. So it's very much implied that this entire bay is her bay, which, you know what, makes sense. I'll accept it. I don't know exactly how canon that's considered these days, or if there's anything, specifically contradicting that statement, but I thought that was really, really interesting. I thought that was kind of neat that even though she doesn't really have a marked name, she still has, you know, a little reference. And funnily enough, it's not for this game, but it's in Breath of the Wild. Dive into the water here and we get a piece of heart. Honestly, I just find it really weird that you find her bikini top rather than a necklace in the original. That's just bizarre to me. Oh man, and the fact that if you dive underwater and she's like, "How dare you? How dare you, human?" Goodness gracious, that's terrible. That's actually awful. Okay, so I'm trying to think about where we should go next from here. Yes, this is correct. Okay, I want to come up here and not get shocked, but we got shocked anyway. We want to go to the area by Key Cavern, because there is something in that area. I think if we come over on this side, it should pretty much be nearby. Whoops, I didn't. This is not good area for moving around quickly. Nope. Here we go. This should be fine. I probably could have warped a little bit closer, but it's whatever. I figured that we were like close enough. Didn't really matter too much. Around here, yep, here it is. Remember this pool next to Key Cavern? Swim over to this bush and we get a secret seashell. Okay. Very good. Lots of progress. And now we're gonna take a warp off to another area. We want to go to the Seashell Mansion. From here, there's a couple of things that we can do. First of all, I want to stop in. And it's been a while since we've actually tallied up our seashells, so here we go. Glug 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 glug. Yep, take that Mountain Dew. We get a prize! Open this up! And here is a chamber stone. Yeah, that's not super exciting, but I do want to note right now that you see how far up we are. We're so far up on this bar, right? We're just like right there to the next reward. And if we go into the map and look at our memories, we have 34 secret seashells. I do believe that technically, if you want to get the next reward, you probably can at this point. The next reward is given to you at 40 secret seashells, and I think that you can actually find 6 more at this point in the game. But I'm not going to do that because that takes you way far out of your way in areas that we have not seen yet and that we have no business actually going to right at this moment. So, if you are so inclined to go for the next reward as soon as possible, you can, asterisk, I think. And honestly, the next reward that we're getting at 40 seashells is the best one. It is very, very helpful. So if you want to do that, it is worth it to try. But again, I'm not going to because it's just out of the way. So from here, we want to head south a little bit. We do have another prize. No. Go down. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? We want to go down here. This is the path to Animal Village that we took before. And there's a heart piece in the water. Haha! Very good. And honestly, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. One more thing that I would like to note before we end things off is that I'd like to go to Ukuku Prairie. And this is not necessarily something that we have to collect. In fact, I'm not really sure if I'm even gonna go for this. We're gonna go into the shop. And you see this? Speaking of chamber stones, this chamber stone is a 1,280 rupees. It is absurd. It is completely absurd. And you want to know the even more absurd part? You can buy 7 of them. It's ridiculous and I hate it. I really cannot see myself grinding up that many rupees, and it's honestly not necessary for 100%. But if you're into building dungeons and you want to go ahead and do that, then you are more than free to. It is there. You can sink all of your remaining rupees into getting these chamber stones. I hate it. I'm not doing it. I cannot even imagine grinding up that many rupees, but here you go. And with that very expensive note to end off on, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here because we have gotten everything that I care to get at this point in the game. And in the next episode, it's time to head off to a new dungeon. It didn't take too long, right? A lot of things did open up, but we're ready. We're ready for more dungeon crawling. So I will see you guys next time. MasaeAnela out.